All right, guys, so we're going to start something a little bit newer this time. We're going to simplify it as much as possible, and we are going to go over the key features of quadratic functions. So the first thing we're going to do is just some basic vocabulary. And standard form for a quadratic is just y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. And then the graph has a special name. The graph, when we graph this, a quadratic equation creates a U-shaped graph, and it's a curve, and we call it a parabola. Okay, so I've given you two pictures here. This equation is y equals x squared plus 2x minus 5, and this one is y equals negative x squared plus 3x plus 7. And you can see that the two lines go in a different direction, and here is why. If A, the very first thing, is positive, then the parabola opens up. If A, the very first thing, is negative, then the parabola opens down. Okay, another very important keyword for vocabulary is the axis of symmetry. And the axis of symmetry, this is just the vertical line that divides the parabola into two equal parts. Now, a vertex, so this is the turning point. Can't spell. So the turning point of the parabola, and there are two special types. Okay, if the vertex is the lowest point of the parabola, it is called a minimum. If the vertex is the highest point of the parabola, it is called a maximum. So a minimum would look like that, and a maximum would look like that. This curves at the lowest spot, this curves at the highest spot. Now, the rest of the vocabulary is some review stuff for y'all. So starting off, you have domain. Domain is just all of the x values, and it's how far left and how far right the graph goes. Range is all the y values, and it's how far up and how far down the graph goes. X-intercepts, this is just the point where it crosses the x-axis, and they're also known as roots, solutions, and zeros. So if you see any of those three words instead of x-intercept, it just means the same thing. And then the last vocabulary word we're going to go over for today, which is just review, the y-intercept is where the graph crosses the y-axis. Okay, so that's just a quick review for your vocabulary.